right. Well, I just wanted to pop in. I meant to do this update a few days ago, like a week and a half ago, because I've been part of Prüvit for just over a month now. The 10th was my 1 month anniversary, and it has been quite the crazy ride. I've just been so busy this last week, and we had some guests in town, so I kind of fell behind, and but still wanted to do this video and check in because I have been getting messages from you guys and questions and people asking how things are going. So I thought I'd give you guys a little update, but it's crazy because it was only like a month and a half ago that I was searching for something. And I did not know what that something was. I wasn't feeling good. I didn't have energy. I was going to the doctors all the time, trying to run all these tests and figure out what was wrong with me, and nobody ever gave me answers. Thought it was like hypothyroidism. And if you guys have been following my journey, I went live about that a couple months ago when I was going through my testing. And I've since then talked to so many of you who have been struggling with the same things and the same lack of energy and not feeling like yourself and all of that. So I know that there are so many people out there who are feeling the struggle. Like, the struggle is real, right? So you know how frustrating it is to feel that way and just to kind of feel stuck. So it was beginning of December, where I was kind of like on my own health journey, just trying to tweak my nutrition plan and looking at a few different diets and paleo, and eliminating some wheat from my diet, just trying to see like what made me feel good. And at the same time, I was also frustrated in my Beachbody business, and I'm not going to like go super into detail with the beginning of my story because I did go live about that when I had my announcement that I was joining another company. But gosh, it just seems like yesterday when I know some of you guys are watching, and some of you might be creeping in the background and not wanting to watch this live, not wanting to comment, not wanting to like show that you're like watching. I get it. Just so you know, like if you are watching and you're kind of creeping in the background and you're like afraid to say something, but you're curious, I get it because I was there. When I was following Trish, who had jumped into the Prüvit business and was working with ketones and had all these great results and having great business success, and she came from my previous company as well, I literally could not even watch her live videos because I did not want my name to pop up and like show her that I was like creeping on her. So if you guys are watching and creeping in the background, like, it's fine because I know how that goes. And I did that for a long time. I did that for a few weeks, and I was curious about trying ketones because I wasn't feeling good, and but I was too scared to try them because it was part of another company. And so if you're creeping in the background, it's all good. It's just part of the process. I get it. And it's like a month into this, not even a month into it, I did my 10-day business update, and like this company just continually blows my mind. Like, no regrets. And you guys have seen me post about it. Like, of course I miss my team and so many things from my previous company. Like, that will always be a piece of me because I just adore my previous company and the people that I worked with. Like, they are top-notch people. But sometimes you just have to make a change, right? You have to do what's best for you and try something different. If something's not working, sometimes you have to try something different. And I was at the point where I was pulling my hair out with my health routine, and I was pulling my hair out with my business, and it just like was not working. And so, 1 month update, just like shooting it straight. I not only tripled my monthly Beachbody income, which is crazy. I tripled it. And that's like on the higher end. That's not even like a conservative number. Depending on the month, it could have been quadrupling it. And that's all like fine and dandy. Like, it's not about the money though. Like, the part that like blows my mind is I have been able to work with an entire, one third of the amount of people that I helped in 4 years of Beachbody coaching. So in 4 years, I had a client list built. I had a number of people that I helped along with their health and fitness journey. In 1 month in the Prüvit business, I've been able to help a third of that number that took me 4 years to get to. And for me, like, that's what this was about. Like, I was frustrated with my routine, and I know so many other people have been frustrated. So to be able to not only just build a business that has been solid, but help people like change their lives. And ketones do not work for everyone. It's not, we joke that it's some like magic elixir, and it's not. There are steps and procedures and things that kind of go with it in order to reap the benefits from that, just like with anything. But it's just been so crazy to hear the journeys that my clients have gone through. I just had a client message me yesterday. She's lost 11 pounds in 10 days. And, I say that with a disclaimer that this isn't actually, this is not a drink that you drink and then you like lose all this weight. It's actually not a weight loss supplement. It is like a life supplement. It helps fight inflammation. It helps cognitive function, and being in a state of ketosis as a result of that helps with weight loss too. But everyone takes it for a different reason and uses the product for a different reason. For me, it wasn't weight loss. For me, it was like the cognitive function and the energy, because with my underactive thyroid, I just wasn't feeling good. I was sleeping on the couch and I couldn't get up off of the couch. So it's been really cool to see that kind of like build and develop with so many other people that have tried out the 10-day experiences. So like update number 1, like month 1, blew my mind, and it's cool to see people. This is what I love about this is you guys know I come from like a health and fitness background. I was a college athlete. I got into yoga. I did bodybuilding competitions. And with this, I love that I can reach people from all different spaces, whether or not they're doing the 80-day obsession workout, where I have a lot of girls who are not doing like the performance stack, and they're incorporating this as their like pre-workout and their post-workout formula. There are people that are training for bodybuilding competitions that are using this to help them. People who are doing CrossFit and yoga classes. Like, it's so cool for me to be able to now reach all of these people that are trying different fitness activities, because that's what I love to do also. Hubby's home. He's like, yeah. You can hear the dogs squealing because my husband just came home and they want to get some loves from him. They always get so excited. Dogs are the best. Aren't they the best? I love dogs. So, month 1 going into this, it's been so fun just to work with all these different kinds of people and help meet them where they're at in their fitness journey, and, use ketones as a way to kind of like boost whatever they're going through and get them through that. So that's been awesome. But, we had our, my husband's brother and his wife came up to visit, and we were out at dinner, and they said, so how has this transition been for you? Like, was it really tough because you're kind of like moving to a different company and have to start all over? And honestly, those were the things that I was freaking out about. When I decided to leave my previous company and jump into a new one, I was freaking out that I had to start all over. I was like, how the heck am I going to like build something else from the ground up? And what I said to them, I said, honestly, the transition has been completely seamless, because I, have this network of people who are already interested in these things, coming from like the online health and fitness coaching thing. I had a lot of customers that were interested in jumping over and trying this with me. I had a lot of coaches that have been interested in jumping over and trying it with me. And, with that, I've already had 2 girls who have jumped into the Prüvit business and taken off running, and they've already hit their, in their first 2 weeks of the Prüvit business, they've already hit their first big milestone and cash bonus, which is awesome. So it's just going to show that like this business is duplicating. It's a new technology. It's a new company. So people want to try it. And that's what's so fun about this, is this business has just been different. So the transition has been so seamless, and I'm lucky in that I came from a team that was very, very supportive. Like, I am so thankful and so grateful for the team that I came from that fully supported me in making this change and going to, you know, a different company and starting my own journey over. And, you know, that I understand that that's not always the case for everyone, but I have some really awesome friends who are supportive of me and are going to be my friends no matter what. And I've learned that. I've learned that no matter where I'm going, no matter what job I have, my actual friends, oh, my husband's creeping on me from the other room. Hi, honey. My friends are going to be my friends no matter what. And, you know, the people that didn't support me through this are not actually my friends. But luckily I did have that support from my previous team. And so the transition has been so seamless. And I do think that a lot of the things that I learned with Beachbody and like worked my butt off for and did the trainings and learned all these techniques, like all of that are things that I can still apply to my new business. Like, I learned so much as a Beachbody coach, and I'm so grateful for everything that I took on and the things that like challenged myself. Because that's what, thanks, you're so sweet. You're biased, hun. All those things that I learned as a coach are things that can be transferred into other areas of your life. And like, that's why we taught our coaches to do those things and to learn those things, because it's true. And so for that, I'm like super thankful. And I do think that those 4 years of being a coach have like set me up for something that is maybe like bigger and better for me and for my family and for my clients and customers that I'm working with. So that's just been like, the whole transition piece has been a really cool part of this. And it's crazy to think that I'm only like a month and a handful of days into this. I mean, my only regret is that I didn't start this sooner because it's just been so fun. And the other girls on my team will, if they're watching, like they'll jump in and agree, like, it's like every day is a party over here. And it's so fun to be able to celebrate every single day and focus on the things that are like fun and exciting and, like celebrate those wins and celebrate the lives that we're touching with the business and with like the health stuff. Like, it's having that community and culture still plugged in is super, super important. And, that was a risk of me like switching it up and trying something else, is that I was going to like lose that community and lose that culture. But it turns out that all of the things that I loved previously are still intact, like the community and the support and, helping people through their health and fitness journeys and building a business and things, right? Yeah, party, absolutely. Being able to like mentor women and like help them build something amazing, that has always been a passion of mine. Like, I always loved being able to lead and mentor my coaches. Hey, Trish. Your ears must have been burning. I've been talking about you. And being able to take all those things that I loved and still apply them to what I'm doing now and actually like seeing results from it and seeing people succeed with it and see people duplicate it without having to like pull their hair out has been like, and that's exactly what I've been chasing after over the last 4 years, but it just like wasn't quite happening. And now it's like actually coming to fruition and happening. So men can absolutely do this too. I actually have like a magazine packed full here from our Prüvit headquarters that features a lot of really great promoters and bodybuilders that have been in this, people that have been in the health and fitness industry, or people that have had success stories. And yes, I talk about girl power and like all the women because I've just like worked a lot with women, but yes, men can absolutely do it too. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the update. I don't want to like ramble on too much, but it's just been really cool to see something that can coexist with other things. It can coexist with Beachbody. Shocker! Yes, Beachbody coaches love ketones too. It can coexist with someone who's like recovering from an injury and just wants to focus on their health and fitness. Like, It's literally for everyone, young and old, no matter what their goals are. Ketones have been an absolute game changer for me. So, it's just been a wild ride. The last month has been pretty sweet, And I just wanted to share with you guys because I know I've gotten some messages. I creeped in the background for a long time. I was super skeptical because I was like, who are these people drinking this drink and saying that it does things? That's total BS. And then I did the research, and then I read, and I looked into articles and books and studies and looked into multiple sources because I think that it's so important. If you guys want to get educated on something, do your research and don't just listen to one person. Don't just watch a live video or a YouTube video from one person and come up with how you feel about something. It's important to have that conversation, talk to people, do your research. And that's probably my one most annoying thing about this is I feel like people are very quick to judge, and not really come from an educated place with this. And I'm a researcher. I look into everything a million times before I jump into it. And, this was no different, especially when it came to the business opportunity. If you guys tuned into my first video, that I talked about looking into the compensation plan and all of that stuff in detail because I have a business background and I take that stuff very seriously. So, I creeped in the background for a long time. So if you're creeping in the background and you're curious, it's okay. You know where to find me. You can reach out to me. I hop on calls all the time with myself and the other successful Prüvit promoters on my team. We are an open book. We will tell you the nitty gritty, the good, the bad, all of it in between, and be honest with you. This isn't necessarily for everyone, but I know that there are people watching who are curious, but they're scared. And my message to you guys is it's okay to be scared. The unknown is very scary. Change is very scary. But sometimes in order to make some big waves, you have to change. And that's it, period. If something's not working, change it. Whether it's a business thing, whether it's a health thing, whatever it may be. I know it's a scary thing, but sometimes you just have to kind of cut the cord and try something different, right? And so that's kind of where I was a month and a half ago. And yeah, Trish says 10 days are the best too. And that's the coolest thing about this is, we've been working with our clients first. We always start them out on what we call 10-day experiences. And so that basically gives people an opportunity to test out a bunch of different ketone formulas and flavors and feel out what works for them and what they prefer without having to fully commit to an entire order of something and sign up as a customer and go through all of that. So it's a very low risk way to just test out the waters and see how you feel. And I'll post a little surprise later today. I'm doing a fun little promotion just because I wanted to celebrate all of these awesome things that are happening in the business. But I have a handful of 10-day experiences that I am going to be shipping out this week. And I'm going to be throwing in a little something extra special into those so people can kind of test them out. So, if you're interested in trying out ketones or want to talk about the business or just curious and want to pick my mind, I will always be open and honest with you guys. You guys know where to find me. You can always shoot me a message, send me an email, comment below, whatever it may be. I'm here for you guys. I'm a good listener too. So he says, I love surprises. I love surprises too. Surprises are really fun. So are presents. They're the best. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Just wanted to give this little update. Y'all have been so supportive and I appreciate you guys so much. This has been quite the ride and it's just been fun to share it with you guys. So hope you guys are having a good week and I'll talk to y'all soon.